Hello everybody and welcome back to my Aussie urban vegetable garden. Well, Victoria and now New South Wales are both in lockdown, but if I need dirt I can click and collect apparently. So why am I back again one day after yesterday's video? And actually yesterday was the 20th, not the 19th as I said, and the 21st today. There's Herbie having a good old time. And do you think this garden looks fuller? It does. You want to know why? Because I took all the plants, viable plants out of there and added them into this garden. So I put some more lettuce and a couple of more of the silver beet and the broccoli I put up here. I don't know, they were mostly eaten by bugs, let's face it. So I put them here, so a little bit extra crowded in here a bit. And why did I do that? Even though I was concerned that this garden something was wrong with it. I thought maybe chemicals in straw, but there can't be because it's sugarcane mulch, and I don't think they put chemicals on sugarcane anyway. And this is organic sugarcane mulch, so it's missing something, I thought, because they're just not growing. I just dug the seeds in, the kohlrabi in. They're not going to go. But if there's worms in here, then surely the garden's all right. So I thought, I was digging, I was thinking, well, there's no curl grub, so that can't be the reason. And I found a worm, and I found a huge worm, and I should have showed you. It was like a snake. It was like, a good 10 centimeters long and about half a centimeter thick, and it was twisting around, but it wasn't a snake. It was just a big earthworm. So I don't have compost worms in my garden. I don't believe in compost worms. That's taking a different worm and putting it into your garden environment, which will chase off your normal earthworms. So they'll become the dominant breed. So it's good if you want to, compost worms break down things. They're not supposed to be in turning over dirt and that like earthworms. They're more like they eat a lot more than earthworms. They eat a lot more, broken down stuff and that. So that's why they're good for the compost. But if you put them in your garden, then, they would push out the normal ones. So I'd rather just add manure, and then natural earthworms will come. Now, and natural earthworms will go into your compost as well, as I found out when I put the sandy mix of compost into that garden that had some worms in it. So I don't think there could be too much wrong with it, the garden here, if there's worms in there. So I went ahead and I planted all of my strawberries that I got yesterday. So there's 16 strawberry runners in here. Some have obviously got some green on them, as you saw in the pack, and some haven't. So I've got the red the tiogas at the front, the gauntlets in the middle, and the red, what are they called? Oh, can't remember what they're called, red something at the back. So apparently those red ones are a new strawberry, and they are the sweetest strawberry in Australia. I believe that's what I read when I ordered them. So yeah, so that's the strawberry patch. I'm not going to add straw over it, because straw is good for strawberries when they get berries on them, to protect the berries, and just in case there's something going on where it doesn't want any straw. I'm just going to tomorrow, because it's going to be even sunnier tomorrow than it is today. It's supposedly it was only going to be partly sunny today, partly cloudy, and the sun goes behind a cloud sometimes. Look at the sky. This is Australia. So anyway, but yeah, it's been lovely. There's actually warmth in the sun, so that's good. So if you're on lockdown, get out in your garden. Or if it's cold where you are and you can't garden much, read a book. I'm sure you've got some books and DVDs around that you haven't actually seen yet. So do that. Alright, what I've been doing is, because this compost in here was made up of, stuff that I already had in my garden, and, like the dirt from the potatoes, when I had them, I built it up extra, so it had the straw and the dirt in there, and so this stuff is good. So this stuff, there's only dirt left. The only dirt left is in that one with the rosemary on top, and that's all succulent, dead succulents and succulent mix and stuff. So I don't really want to eat that. I don't really want to eat food that come out of that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put that stuff over here in there. So as you can see, I've done double duty now. I went and taken out, that's just a bit of dirt with the cardboard. I've taken out most of that dirt now, and I've put it over here into this garden here, which I was going to have the strawberry patch, but no, this is now the potato patch. And this is those 2 packets, which is 2 kilos, 2 packets of seed potatoes, the royal blue ones. Okay, and these ones are purple on the outside and a yellow flesh on the inside. And as you can see, some have chitted up already. Chitting is what you call when they sprout like that, as you can see. And you can put any potato in your garden, even a green one, okay, as long as it's going to get some eyes on it. Some companies go and spray potatoes with sprout inhibitor, so it won't sprout like this. So if you've got your potatoes on the bench and they've gone funny or whatever, they've gone green or they're just, you know, soggy and whatever, but they never grow eyes and sprouts, okay, then they might have sprout inhibitor on there, so they're no good. Just throw them out, put them in your compost, whatever. But if they're on the countertop and they start getting eyes, which, you know, they call when they get the little dot on them, like there's a dot there, that little one there, and that one there, and then it turns into a sprout, okay? You can put them in the garden and grow more potatoes, even if they're green. Now, you're not supposed to eat green potatoes because they've got like arsenic or whatever, natural arsenic in them, and they'll make you sick. And if you eat enough, they can kill you. But you can grow more potatoes from it, because that potato will just rot down, and you know, you don't, that potato, you don't want to eat that potato. It'll grow other fresh ones off it, and you'll know when you get to it, it won't be looking edible, you know, it might be still green or whatever. Probably be rotten by the time like 8 months or whatever, when your potatoes come in, 4 months, 8 months, whatever it was. So yeah, it's just, I've got 4 kilos of potatoes inside. The only thing that can happen is there's a chance that you may get some kind of potato scab or potato blight, just in case that they come from those farms. But usually those farms are good, so organic potatoes best. But if you've just got the normal potatoes that aren't organic, as long as they grow sprouts, whether the potato's gone green and inedible or not, they can grow you some fresh eaten potatoes next harvest. So there you go, these are all purple, so I've done that. What I'm going to do, I'm going to put this Rich Grow all-purpose garden soil mix, not sponsored, I just really like that stuff. It's got actual dirt in there and cow poo, broken down cow poo in there, so it's really good. As you can see by what's in the garden there, that's a lot of straw and things that broken down. That's from the compost from when I had the potatoes in last time. The only thing, I mean, I could get diseases from this dirt into these potatoes, because I grew the potatoes in this dirt last time, you know, that went in the compost, but I don't think so. I mean, sometimes like the compost will get hot enough. Mine didn't get hot enough, so I don't think it would kill it. But I don't think, you know, I didn't have any disease. Just when it died down, it got the normal stuff. So I think that'll be fine. So at least I've gotten the 2 royal blue purple potatoes in there. I'm going to put that on top, and I will straw it because the potatoes will push up out of there. That's fine. That won't worry me. And what else I did, I weeded this. May not be 100% weeded. I actually like maybe skin some leaves and maybe some buds or something off a couple of these jasmine stalks, because I was trying to pull the weeds out. So, and I weeded this garden as best as I could. As you can see, all the Brussels sprouts are actually bigger than I thought, so they have room to grow now. I may need to like push some of the dirt and straw away from their stems, but that's all right. And I tied up the snow peas again, so that's great. Very good. And there is a lot more growing than I thought. So there's a flower, so I'm going to get some cool snow peas soon, so that's great. And as you know about the garlic, and hey Gruff, so hey, and the spinach, and of course my Italian flat leaf parsley. So what I want to do now is put that dirt on the potatoes, finish it off with some straw, and maybe if I've got some energy still, I may move this compost bin out of the way. It's only got a little bit in the bottom, so I should be able to scoot it across and get to this one, and that is chock-a-block with old with dead succulents and things in it. So I may put all that in that garden, and I'll probably have a couple of bags of that left, and I can put it on top, and I may even be able to plant my roses. So all I'll need next is I'll need some dirt for the 2 potato grow bags, And I'll put those, hopefully I can fit all the 1 kilo in each potato grow bag. And then I've got those 9 kilos. I mean, maybe I'll just throw them out, honestly. The ones from the shop. Who knows? But I don't think I've got room. I've got one more of these gardens I can put somewhere. But I mean, that means I'd have to probably maybe put it here. I mean, it's a possibility. I could. I may do that. Maybe I'll put the potatoes in there. Alright, so I'll update this video when I'm finished. Alright, back soon. Okay, folks, we're back. And I've put about 5 packets of that grow mix dirt in here. Not as good as I remember. It's a lot more barky. But we'll see how it goes. It's a lot darker than it's showing up on camera. But anyway, so, and now I'm doing the organic sugarcane mulch. Okay. So I'll do that and I'll show you again when it's finished. Okay, back in a minute. Alright everybody, we are finally finished. Well, it didn't take that long actually, which is good. And I've put the rest of the mulch on there. Not the rest of the mulch, but you know, I've mulched the rest of the garden. Yeah, and I put 2 watering cans of water on it just to settle down the mulch so it doesn't fly away. It's going to be a sunny day tomorrow. And maybe rain tomorrow afternoon, I don't know. So that's that. That's got 2 kilos of royal blue potatoes in there. So that's great. Now some people might say, oh, it might be a bit early, you might get a frost or something. That's fine. A frost is totally fine as long as it doesn't kill off the shoots that are above the surface of the soil. So this is going to take a week or so for them to pop up. So next week there might be some frosts. I think they'll be fine. Now, what else did I do? Alright, so all the dirt that's in there came from in that rose garden there, because that was the good compost that I'd had for veggies before. This one is only been started, so I had to shift that, and hence the mess on the ground. I had to shift that and pick up all the worms. There's worms in there too, just garden worms, so you don't need compost worms. It's total bullcrap. Right, I mean, if they work for you, great. If you want some to start off with, great, but I just believe, you know, what nature intended, what God intended. God made worms, they're in the soil. You know, don't introduce other species to your garden. That might ruin the ones that are already there. So anyway, this one was full of, like I said, cactusy type stuff, like, you know, succulent stuff. So there's part of them, and I don't know if some are going to actually come up and grow in that garden, because, you know, succulents are very virulent, I guess you'd say. So yeah, so anyway, so all that's the compost that came out of that one, which I first put in that one and then shifted from there to there. Now this garden now is back up to the same level from all the stuff that came out of that compost. This one, like I said, is empty. That one's just as empty now. That one's empty as well, even emptier. So we have, let's put some of this succulent stuff on the ground. So here it is here. Yeah, there's some worms in there too, so that's good. There's worms in that one too. There's a lot of rhizomes and things in there from succulents, so let's hope they die. One bag, I had 5 bags or 6 bags. I think I put 5 bags in there. Anyway, yeah, I think I had 6 bags. So I've got 1 bag left, put it in here. I'm going to get another 6 bags, which maybe I may have 1 bag extra, so that's all right. But I'm going to click and collect some dirt. Probably I'll click and collect that, and hopefully my boyfriend can pick it up for me tomorrow morning. And yeah, so go and fill it up and then put the roses in. I'm going to get Rosie out of her pot and the 2 new roses, and that will be done. And all I'll have to do then is I might have to prick out some of these parsley too. I don't know where I'm going to put them. It's good to put them there. Maybe I'll leave them there, just snip them off when I want to eat them. I just hope no critter comes and sits there, because I don't know if it's a cat or a possum, but there used to be something that came over the fence. Nothing comes over my fence, but in the really hot summer a few summers ago, something did come over that fence and lay in there because it had flowers in it and it loved it. So it was very well behaved, but yeah, it squished everything in there. So my snow peas are going great. We'll see you tomorrow, Groff. He said, see ya. So all good. So we're on our plan. I had a great progress in the garden today. fantastic. Getting my strength back, so that's great. And yeah, so here is now a productive thing. And I have one more garden bed left, one of those that's not put together yet. And I actually may put it here, just here. So like opposite that one. It'll make it a bit squishy in here a bit, but that's fine. You know, so I'm gonna have to get some more dirt again, but the prime thing is this, and I've got to fill up 2 potato bags with the white potatoes, the Nicola and the, oh, what's the other one called? I can't remember what the other one's called. And then I'll have those 4 kilos of the ones in the kitchen that I might just throw them away. I don't know. Put them in the compost. Maybe the wormies will eat them. Maybe they'll grow potatoes in there. Who knows? Probably not, because yeah, I might just put them in the compost. It's fine. Start when you compost off with potatoes, the worms will love it. Well, so potatoes are in, strawberries are in up here, obviously. All the strawberries are in, so that's great. 16 pounds of strawberries are in there. The kohlrabi was dug over, and the little bit of broccoli was put up in the other broccoli garden up there, and the few bits of lettuce and spinach. What's the other name for the spinach? The oh, I'm tired. Anyway, is in here now as well. So, and then the French escallions, we're going to go on the back of that. So it's a bit onion garden, so they'll go on the back of that. So I've got room for that. So everything that I ordered, it's great. I'm fitting it in the garden, so that's fantastic. I was thinking, oh no, I don't have any room, but everything, I'll get those 2 potato bags going. And yeah, everything will be great. Like I said, the scallions will go in there. That's full of strawberries. That's right how it is. Hey Herbie. So hey. This is still growing, the greenery, the spinach, whatever you call it, and broccoli and Brussels sprouts. And over here, of course, is the garlic and spinach, and parsley, and Brussels sprouts and snow peas. So very good. And of course now potatoes over here. Very good. So they'll like that. That's full sun, and I think that'll be good, because I was gonna, you know, have it down this way. I thought about thinking, oh, the strawberries would suffer from this garden bed more than the potatoes would. The potatoes pretty hardy, you know. But I didn't really want them here. I mean, it's sunny here, but maybe not as much. And I thought, you know, if they grow up all big, what if they get a bit of, you know, disease on the plants and go dying down and get into this stuff? But so up there is good. It's out of the way and it gets a lot of sun. So yeah, very good. And Rosie may or may not be planted tomorrow in the new garden, along with the 2 other roses up here, the Black Beauty and the Parfum Delicieux. So yeah, and what I'm going to plant out also is, I've got my blueberry, my blue surprise blueberry, it's blue sunshine, sorry, and I've got my variegated Alaska nasturtiums. So I'm going to put them somewhere, I'm just not sure. Maybe I can put them up here in this garden. They like sun as well, but the sun here is ridiculous. So maybe they'll go in here. Maybe I'll move the sage and the Greek oregano. Maybe they'll go up into one of these gardens. I mean, I don't think sage or oregano would take over a garden. I know parsley and mint will, because parsley and mint are related. I'll have to look that up. Maybe they will. So who knows? Might have the nasturtiums in there. So I am tired, and I am going to get inside and relax. And that's all it from me from today. And tomorrow, hopefully I can collect that dirt and fill that rose garden up. And if I can fill the rose garden up, then I'll probably put the roses in and then straw it. Might put some rooster booster poo in there. The pelletized poo that comes out of the plastic bag. And yeah, then the roses will be done. And that's really looking good. And then I've got space over there. I can hang up something over there maybe. we shall see. I've got those 2 plants there that need to be repotted. I want to lift them up a bit. I might get a stand for one of them, so one's up the top, one's down the bottom. But for now, that's it. I've moved my ladder back here, get it out of the weather a bit more. It's got to go in the shed. We're not going to make room in there. And there's the other garden bed, the little one. So that's the last garden bed, and that would be 8 garden beds. 8 of these, 1, 2, well, 8 of those white ones, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and the 8th one around the corner. And then I've got 2 of these long ones. I've got 10 garden beds. That's fantastic, isn't it? Who would have thought you could put 10 gardens? But I mean, this yard, that garden is 90 centimetres wide. So this is about 3 metres wide, max. 2.5 metres? 3 metres, probably 3 metres wide. So you can grow stuff. 3 metre wide garden, and it's long, but you have to keep things to the side so you got walk room, walkway room. All right, so thanks for watching the video. Please subscribe, share the video with friends. Thumbs up, a comment. Comments are good. I answer all comments. So, and maybe I'll say see you later. He said see ya. Thanks everyone. Bye.